give her the spins with her ends, cause yeah, she did it again.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On the return, it's Tony. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Yellow. Attack!
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone, and they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And again, it's Chubb. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's got room. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And Chubb will try the middle here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Tony on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 70 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a first down throw. Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there before. It was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Ripley.
Now it's Mahomes again. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. To the goal line, line, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Browns drive about to get started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
So, roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
So, a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
They go with Chubb on second down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off of play action, it's Watson. Steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play call better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. That's into the hands of Fortson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. To throw, it's Mahomes. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Mahomes now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Leo Chanel with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, I wish his staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got their awfully good.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 61 yards. And the Chiefs add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. From the 50, it's Watson. This is the tight. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And
they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Watson on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And some room to maneuver. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Here's Watson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They run for it with Hunt. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They find some open field here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play.
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's up. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.